Boosie Badazz went to his Instagram to let the world know he took a plea deal in his federal gun case. The problem with this is, Boosie thought he was playing mind games with the government after they had pictures and surveillance of him brandishing a weapon with well-known gang members in California.
I want everybody down here bad. I'm gonna spit on every nurse in that. I'm gonna make you charge me. I'm gonna show you how I get down when I get locked up. I'm gonna show you how I get down. I'm gonna make them bitches whoop me. They gonna get a charge. I'm gonna make them whoop me. When these cops come out, I'm gonna put them in their seat. Then I'm going out like a gangster. You gotta knock my teeth out, buddy. And you gonna get sued like a dog.
Alright, that's the all Woosable. Yeah. Yeah, you see what's going on. You see what's going on. You see what's going on with the Jews? I'm outside. Man, nigga, like he's 16 out this.
Kinda bright tonight.
Yeah, that Boosie.
Like y'all say on the dead homies. My nigga like Cali say on the dead homies.
You ain't never lied. You ain't never lied.
On the dead homies.
You just saw it. Outside and unbothered. Then cuffs. Then the news telling you the ending. That ending was wrong. Here's the real story. Boosie won, and then the rules changed. Imagine celebrating on Tuesday and waking up Wednesday to find the win doesn't count anymore. By the end of this video, you'll know the exact decision that flipped his case, why a dismissal turned into a plea, and what really happens next. And it all started on a workday that turned into a case file. No, the case didn't magically come back. The law moved, and the case moved with it. That's why a dismissal turned into a deal. Watch through and you'll know the exact ruling that flipped his footing, the timeline everyone keeps mixing up, and the one part the news barely explained. It starts with one code that looks like alphabet soup but hits like a trapdoor. Let's start where it all started. Boosie was shooting a music video in San Diego, just a regular workday. Nothing dramatic. Then he gets stopped by the police. You know how it goes. One question turns into 5, then 10, and now there's paperwork with a penalty code that looks like a Wi-Fi password. In real life, it's a switch that flips everything to felon in possession. At first it's local, then the feds grab it and the vibe changes fast. Tighter rules, stricter timelines, bigger consequences. From that point, 2 timelines run at the same time. There's the loud internet one, 30-second clips and hot takes, and the quiet court one, hearings, motions, deadlines. The second one is the one that actually decides your life. Meanwhile, real life doesn't pause. Calls you have to take, money you didn't plan to spend, travel you might need permission for. You try to work, but the case sits in the room even when nobody says its name. So when people later ask, wait, didn't he already win? Remember this setup. Normal day, traffic stop, federal handoff. There was a lane that opened for him. The win everyone celebrated, and why that lane didn't stay open. Here's the part everyone remembers.
I'm known for tipping. They say come to San Diego on vacation and leave on probation. Stop. My hair napping. I ain't musty, huh, Smith? I'm musty. I've been in jail for a long time. I don't think though. I want you to tell me if I'm musty.
I think you're fine.
Okay.
How did you want your steak cooked?
Well done.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't like nothing pink but cat. In the inside though.
On the inside?
On the inside. Yeah. Huh? Yeah, you get a photo. You got a nice body on you. I'm gonna get you a photo. Oh, I'm kind of ratchet right now. But it's all good. You got me straight out the prison.
Dismissed. Not rumor. Real paperwork. He walks out grinning, ankle monitor off. Group chats lit. For a second, it felt like the air came back in the room. The internet stamped it, case closed. And honestly, you couldn't blame them. After months of court dates and noise, a judge finally said, nah, and it looked like the story hit credits. But that feeling was the breather, not the finish. The truth is, some wins are built on brand new rules, and brand new rules don't always stick. And that's where the bigger court stepped in. Here's what the feed missed. The full court asked for a do-over. In court language, that means the earlier opinion, yes, the one that helped him, got pulled off the shelf while all the judges took a fresh look. The instant that happened, the old lane didn't count. Prosecutors read it as game on, defense math changed, and the risk meter spiked. This wasn't random or personal, it's how the system moves. Internet time is sprinting, court time is a slow clock that decides real life. So now the question isn't, can you beat it the same way? It's what's the smartest move left? Keep burning months on A maybe, or grab the door that actually guarantees an exit? After the ruling, it wasn't about winning, it was about limiting damage. Just fight sounds great on a timeline, In real life, it's invoices, missed time with family, and a calendar chopped into court dates. It's waking up every day with a case sitting on your chest. Even if you believe deep down you're right on principle, process can still break you. And the longer you fight, the more random life becomes. Witnesses move, memories fade, strategies age out. You burn money. You burn energy. The stress taxes every relationship you care about. So when he says he's tired of fighting, that's not a defeatist bar. That's a man counting the real costs and asking, what keeps me whole in 5 years? Not what wins the comments. What gets me back to work, back to music, back to my people without the case controlling the room every time I walk in. That's where Plea stops being a headline and becomes a tool. It's not a statement about your soul. It's a decision about your future. There's also the culture piece. He says a courtroom official hit him with his own lyric, "Wipe me down." That's his claim, his experience. And whether you see it as bias or banter, the effect is the same. It makes a supposedly neutral room feel personal. Courts run on rules, but people carry culture into those rooms whether they mean to or not. And if you're an artist, you already know how a bar that goes crazy over a beat can sound like a confession when someone reads it under fluorescent lights. Does that prove misconduct? Number. But it explains the feeling that pushes some folks to take certainty over chaos. The system is built for boxes and labels. Art is messy on purpose. That mismatch doesn't help anyone when your freedom is on the line. So where does this leave him? With a plea that buys certainty in a world that doesn't offer much. The terms aren't public yet, and the judge decides outcomes, not hashtags. There's a hearing on deck, and after that, life keeps going. Fans will debate what the right move was, because that's what fans do. But the part that matters is simple. Protecting your time, your mind, and your future sometimes means choosing the exit that's open, not the exit that used to be open. And there's a bigger conversation a case like this always drags into the light: second chances. When someone's been nonviolent for years, working, paying taxes, dealing with real-world risk, at what point do the rights come back? Some folks say never, some say day one. Most of us live in the gray, where blanket rules feel too blunt for real lives. Courts answered a narrow version of that question this year. The culture hasn't answered the big one yet. If you came here for an easy hero or an easy villain, this story won't give you either. It will give you a lesson. The law moves slower than likes, and it doesn't care who's trending when it finally shows up. He said he's tired of fighting. Maybe that's not surrender. Maybe it's strategy, the kind you only understand if you've ever watched a door open, stepped through it, and felt it lock behind you. So support how you support. Stream the music, send a prayer if that's your lane. Keep the conversation grown. And the next time you see a 30-second clip, remember the hours of hearings hidden behind it. The internet crowns victories fast. Courts don't. He made a decision. Now we wait for the next page.